Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the intro solo to Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions. Let's take a look. Alright, what a sexy solo. So we're going to start off with this. Grooving out Stevie T style. So what I've got here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm playing 5 notes on 5 of the second string, and then I want to go dead 5, dead 5. So it's going to go like this. You'll notice that I'm starting both of those dead notes on the up pick and then doing a down pick for the on sort of regular 5. Now the last bit, I've got a dead note and then 3 sort of regular notes. I'm going a down pick on the dead note, and then I've got 1, 2, 3. So all together, hopefully that's all making sense. And I want to repeat that bar 3 times. Last one, I'm going to do 5 of the regular 5 notes on the second string on 5th fret. Then I've got 2 dead notes. Then I work into this phrase. Just working down an E minor pentatonic. There's a couple of extra notes there. I'm doing a hammer-on pull-off, going 7, 8, 7 on the second string. Then I play 9, 7 on the third. Then I've got a chromatic, playing 9, 8, 7 on the fourth. And then I've got a G note on 10 of the fifth. Now, I would dare say these were recorded separately because to get to here, a bit of a pain in the ass. What you can do, if it is impossible, I definitely do this. You can play an open G on the third string and that will help that transition. But if you're a purist, try and hit that cheeky 10 on the 5th string to get that G note. We're going to work into this phrase now. I'm bending 14 of the third and then playing 15 of the second. Kind of sustain together. Then going back up to that bend. I will point out there are harmonies on this solo. I've just chosen to deal with the most prominent lower harmony. So I've got, and it works into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm sliding into 15 of the first string, and then I'm rolling the legato, playing 14, 15, 14, 12 on the first string. At the end of that, I'm going to go back to 15 of the second. So all together thus far of that group. Okay, then I work into this. What I'm doing there is I'm bending 15 of the second, playing 15 of the first string underneath it, and then adding in another 15 bend. At the end of that, I'm doing a bend up and back from 17 of the first string, pulling off to 15, and then another bend with some vibrato. Now with all of these, I'm going with sort of exaggerated kind of Satchel CC DeVille vibrato. I just like the sound of like sleazy 80s vibrato. Do what you want, but I think this sounds particularly good in this context. So from the second half, we have this. Hopefully that's all making sense. Let's go right back to the dead note phrase at the start of the section, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. We're going to start off with this. I'm doing 4 bends from 22 and then jumping to 19. Whether you want to rake through that or do up picks, it's with a rake. The up pick, a cheeky up pick is always welcome. And then I was going to 19, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I've got 2 groups of 4 at the start of that. I'm playing 22, 20 to 19 on the first string. And my first group of 4 is going to end on 22 of the second string. Then I go, what I've got here is I'm playing 20 to 19 on the first string, and then 22 to 20 on the second. Back to back. At the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm doing a quick hammer-on pull-off, going 19, 20, 19 on the first like this. At the end of that, 22 to 20 on the second string again. At the end of that, big power slide from 22 of the first string. So it'll go like this. Nice and slow now. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I work into this phrase. So I've got a leading note from 12 of the first string. I go and 1 and 2 and 3. So I'm bending 15 of the second string and then playing 12 of the first. And I'm going to have 3 bends with a 12 in the middle. 1 and 2 and 3. So I go from the lead in now. And 1 and 2 and 3. Then from that point, I'm going to drift into just sort of straight 16ths or semi-quavers. And I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which is this. So all together. You'll notice in the middle, I do have 2 15s in a row. I'll slow that down a little bit. After that, I work into a triplet pentatonic run, which is this. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start off with a pull-off from 17 to 12. Then from that point, I'm going to shred everything. I'm going to pick everything, the 2-note and the 3-note per string groupings. I'm playing 15, 12 on the second. This is working through pretty much an E minor pentatonic, just with a couple of cheeky outside notes. From that point, using the cheeky flat 5 there, 15, 14 to 12 on the third string. Then I'm playing 14 to 12 on the fourth. And the chromatic that I'm doing here is 14, 13, 12 on the fifth. Then a big slide from 15 of the sixth string. So all together. And that's the whole section. So let's do it right from the start, nice and slow, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the intro solo to Rock You Like a Hurricane by Scorpions. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please stay tuned for the second solo right in the middle. It is coming. And if you wanted tabs to this lesson and anything else that I do, please click the links in the description box and join up with the Patreon with all the cool kids. Also want to let you guys know about my 3 books. My most recent book, Shred Guitar Improvisation, is out right now if you want to up your phrasing and sequencing and all of that jazz. My second book, Rock Guitar Mode Mastery, is there to help you with composition and improvisation in regards to understanding the modes and how they all work together, all of that jazz. And my first book, Ultimate Shred Machine, is out now if you want to up your chops in shredding, sweeping, legato, and tapping. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. As I said before, stay tuned for the second part of this series. It will be coming relatively soon. And you guys take care. Bye.